Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good weekend. Wanted to come to you from my phone, little weekend vibe. I'm still bullish on GME. Wanted to show you guys the Webull app and just this new kind of technical analysis thing they have. It's been probably a couple weeks now, but I actually like the Webull app. I think better than the desktop application at this point. But here we have GME. It's kind of a nice bull flag, really, even on the daily, but on the weekly you can definitely see it. Just right there, setting up nice consolidation up at the top of that flagpole that you have here, and then your nice flag over there. But I want to show you Webull's TA on it, which is kind of cool. So you just click on the little dots, it'll tell you kind of what it's seeing. So they're seeing an engulfing candle, basically big bodied candle that's red, which is bearish. That's larger than the candle body prior. So down there it says pattern duration 2 days, and then inbound trend duration. So saying it could last for 5 days, and it took 2 days for it to basically see that. And then on this one, let's see, it's saying same deal. It's another engulfing candle, but to the bullish side. How long it'll last, and basically how long it took to come up with that TA. Not only does it do that, but then this is just under charts. If you look at analysis, it gives you all sorts of stuff on here. Of course, all the analyst price targets are way lower. You can get earnings time, company. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff in the Webull app, and I actually use this to look up company financials for the most part. It's pretty much all in here, and it's pretty easy to navigate. But down here now they have this technical analysis area, which is pretty cool. So this will show you a lot more indicators that they're seeing right now on the medium term. If you see right here, it's strong bullish signal, 3 out of 4 bars. Short term, strong bullish signal, 3 out of 4, and then all the little dots showing different indicators of what makes them see that. And then long term, there's no evidence of anything yet. They don't have any indicators. So here, event 8 bullish, 2 bearish. So the bulls outweigh the bears on that. 2 bullish on that one, 0 bearish on the medium term. And then you can do weekly candles, which also show, yeah. So this area we're in right now on GME is kind of right in this support resistance area from a long time back, and so kind of coming up to this area and even crossing over it, it's going to be, I think, a really strong support, and it's basically crossing a lot of moving averages that you can see here. So here's short term on this just this Webull app here. So yesterday's price action, of course, set up this engulfing candle, which is bearish. It tells you the inbound trend duration, which is cool. And then here's this other one that was bearish, was an inside bar, which is basically a smaller candle body, I believe, after a larger candle body, and in this case it was red, so it's bearish. But then if they've got all these bullish indicators too, and so that's just asking me about moving averages. A lot of them are just moving average crossover. So this is like I said, this whole area between 120 and kind of 145 is a lot of moving averages. So triple moving average crossover there. Momentum indicators, and it shows down here on this MOM. This isn't one I really use, but it's kind of highlighting the area. I think after it crosses that dotted line, maybe that's bullish. And then let's see, moving average, we use the MACD for sure. It kind of highlights it on that box down there. I think it's showing how the MACD bounced off the signal, that's bullish. And we were talking about that in our other daily trade recap videos, just how it never flipped bearish on the daily MACD. It never really allowed it, which is a good sign. And then it basically bounced off it like I was showing there. Double moving average crossover. So these are all different sorts of moving averages. Commodity channel index isn't one I really use, but yeah, I guess it's in a bullish spot right there where it's showing. So this is a good way to learn a lot of different candlestick indicators, different probably TA indicators if you want to get super crazy. I like to keep it simple though with what I use. It's fun to look on here though and kind of see what they're seeing and try and learn some stuff. KST is another one I don't use, but looks like a crossover happened back there, which is kind of interesting. That's maybe a good one to use. I've heard of people using that one. It's interesting that it actually showed up on that red day, so that's maybe kind of a good one to, yeah. And it's still bullish, basically. It's still crossed over, so that's kind of a cool one. I might have to look into KST, whatever that means. And then it shows, it lists them all down here and the dates on them and stuff. So that's the short term. There's medium term. This is a double bottom, I think it's showing. Oh, it's short support and resistance on. Okay, there's the double bottom. So it shows this, it even draws a line here showing the double bottom. And then what's cool about this one, and if it can, it will, it gives you target price. So this one shows pattern duration, so it took 51 days for that double bottom to happen, and then by the time it got to this green point, it basically pointed it out. And then from that green dot, it's saying inbound trend duration is 86 days, which I think is this whole green section. And then it also gives you a target price of 183 to 194, which was actually pretty spot on because this thing hit almost 200. But in good GME fashion, it didn't take 86 days where a normal momentum stock would. It took 3 days, and then it's been grinding down for those 86 days more or less until we had this little pinch up here. So it's pretty funny to actually see it, apply it to GME where it's such a manipulated stock, just how it works. So yeah, this is kind of a cool feature that they've added on the Webull app. It is they are offering free stocks. If you guys are looking for a new platform, helps me out. I get free stocks. You get free stocks if you sign up. There's a link for that in the description. I think they go from like 5 to 10 free stocks. I've gotten some pretty good ones. Yeah, let's price target. They can suck it. So yeah, companies on here, and they have a lot of stuff breaking down. Here's AMC. We can look at their technical analysis they have on here. So short term's bearish. It's a weak bearish signal, but it is bearish. I'm not sure why on this one because there's 2 bullish ones and 1 bearish. So moving average crossover. I guess they have heavier weight on that than these 2 bullish signals. Oh, support and resistance. Short term bullish, KST. Medium term, they're bullish on it with this wedge, I think. Bottom triangle, bottom wedge. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So it even draws out the wedge for you and everything. So it broke out of that wedge. So they're giving a target price of $17.75 on this one to $18.75 and a pattern duration of 18 days. It took 16 days basically to come up with it. Long term is weak bearish. So yeah, that's kind of what I was excited to show you guys on this Webull app. That I like to glance at it. I mean, I like to keep it simple with my TA, but every now and then it's fun to look at here, and I'm trying to learn just other signals like that KST I might check out. But yeah, I'm still bullish on GameStop this last week. I know some people got burned. More time on options is always safer. Most of my exposure is for the next 2 weeks, so middle of July and first week in July. I don't try and get hyped on one certain date because I'm not necessarily just opening trades and plays based on FTD dates or rollovers or swaps. I kind of see cycles. We see how stuff is cyclical basically on GameStop, and I've kind of done it like that, and then just using moving averages if it looks like we're due for a cycle, and then if the moving averages basically line up with it. So it's pretty much every quarter we have a cycle. Sometimes there's more, but and I was looking at the other day actually, even just using the 9 moving average, having a green candle over it, you can almost just even do it like that, and it's pretty simple on the daily. So if you look right here, that was like green over the 9. Without even looking at MACD. I mean, it technically was here, but if you add in a couple of these, you can read the cycles somewhat easily. This one, you have it right here, so that 9 moving average and then that green, and then back here, of course, you have it. So once those momentum or whatever I'm looking at that I'm waiting for to trigger me to go long, once those trigger, then I don't try and say, okay, it's going to be by this week because of this many FTDs or whatever. I try and just get like a month of time typically. I did have some weekly stuff this last week that I lost on just because I was hyped too. I was like, wow, this seems like it's going to be a big rally week. Seems like whenever I'm too confident on something happening, it doesn't happen. So, and I even mentioned that in my video. I'm like, I feel like it might not happen just because I'm so confident in it. I'm still looking forward to a move, and I still think it could happen. We do have kind of that head and shoulders there, which people pointed out, but we have that in this bullish MACD, which makes me not hold too much weight with head and shoulders, as well as we're not seeing any divergences yet on the RSI, so no other indicators that we are going to move down. It looks like basically it's just building up a nice support before it breaks through that 200 moving average, that purple line, and then it's also holding above the 50, which is that yellow, which is important to hold. So this is kind of in this area where there's all these different moving averages, and Webull's TA is going bonkers with all these green. Yeah, freaking out. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, link for Webull is in the description. Link for our Discord too, and our Twitter. Welcome to follow us on there. Get on our Discord. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Monday sticks around. Sorry, no Yaz. Couldn't get it working properly with the phone. We'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Peace out.